Hi everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Make It, Mail It Monday. Well, it will be when you're watching this. I have recorded videos today on Sunday, and this is the last one I have to do for today. Now, when you see Wednesday's video, keep in mind there will be two videos on Wednesday. We had the stick drawing video for our January Junk Journal Challenge. That video is up and loaded and ready to go. But I still have to record the Reindeer Club video. Our first Reindeer Club meeting of 2023 is on Wednesday as well. And that one will run Wednesday afternoon, 2 o'clock-ish Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So, Make It, Mail It Monday, and I have a brand new paper pumpkin. Woohoo! Although I am no longer a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I am going to keep my paper pumpkin subscription because the stamp set that comes in the paper pumpkin, the die cuts, that kind of thing, are exclusive to paper pumpkin. Those stamp sets are not available anyplace else, and they come out with some really good ones, and they're small ones usually, so they're perfect for postcards and ATCs. So I want to keep my paper pumpkin subscription going. And I'll be doing that with my demonstrator, Rhonda Hankins. So, but today we're going to work on this one. So let's pop open the box. Now there is a add-on kit that you can order while supplies last. And I'm going to see if I can get to it without scanning the code and put it in the description box below if I can. I'm not sure. I'll have to scope that out. But it is Heart Boxes add-on. Looking to spread a little more love this season? Scan the QR code below to purchase heart-shaped treat boxes. You'll get 10 treat boxes plus some additional die-cut stickers to keep the love going. Write a sweet card and send it with a box of sweets. I do not do any purchases on my phone whatsoever, so hopefully I can go in on the website and find this. And then next month, we are going to have Sunshine and Smiles Paper Pumpkin Kit. The next one, if you want this one, you have to place your order for Paper Pumpkin before the 10th of February to get this kit. And, again, if you do not have a demonstrator that you work with, I'm going to leave the link to my demonstrator. She is originally my downline and my sister-in-law, Rhonda Hankins. And the neat thing about Paper Pumpkin this month is you can go in and you can pre-order to have your Paper Pumpkin ship automatically, either every month. You can prepay in 3-month, 6-month, or year increments. And if you prepay now for the larger increments, then you have the opportunity to pick out free items from our Celebrations catalog. Because for every $50 or every $100, depending level 1 or level 2, you get free items with qualifying purchases. So 3 months of this is going to get you at least 2 free items from the Stampin' Up! Catalog, or from the Celebrations catalog. So check in with Rhonda. I'll leave her Facebook link down below, and she can fill you in on all the details. But the one for February is called Sunshine and Smiles, and this one is going to coordinate with our Rain or Shine Suite in the Spring Mini Catalog, which is right here. And isn't it so cute? I love the raindrop embossing folder. I already have the papers. I ordered all my papers from this collection when I could pre-order, so that I got all my papers ordered when we had free shipping. So I had all this weight for my punches and my papers, and I didn't have to pay for the shipping on all of that. My box was 13 pounds. I'm really glad I did it on free shipping. But next month I'm going to be ordering the Playing in the Rain stamp set and die as a bundle. And when you purchase things as a bundle, you save 10%. I'm going to order the entire suite. Now you could go in and place an order for the bundle price, for the flowers, for the embossing folder, and for the papers individually. Or for the same price, you can go in and enter one catalog number, pay one price, and you're done. No individually itemizing on your orders. So that makes that easy. So this is on my list of things to order coming in February. So if you think about getting Paper Pumpkin for February, you're also going to want to think about making sure you pick up that paper and stamp bundle because it'll all coordinate. I love the pretty lavender paper. We have a stamp set. You hold the key to my heart. Love is the key to my Valentine, and I love you. And look, they're perfect sized for AT season postcards. I love that. We have the circle with the nice filigree around the edge, and you can stamp the keyhole in the center of that, and we'll play with that later. And then we have the heart lock and key and the collection of hearts. They gave us fresh freesia to play with. I may or may not open that one. Let me see if I have one handy that I don't have to open that one. One of the things Bob and I are going to do is redo my stamp corner over here and put in shelves and get rid of the baskets, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Fresh freesia. I will not have to open that one. Woohoo! I try to save them. If I've got duplicates, I try to save those and use those in giveaway packets. So we'll be using fresh freesia, which is this colored paper. We also have what looks like, I'm going to say maybe Calypso Coral, maybe, in the Baker's Twine. They give you everything in the paper pumpkin box you need to do paper pumpkin. So it's great to order it. You can have it ready to take on vacation with you. Rainy day project in the cabinet just waiting to occupy the kiddos. Or send quick cards yourself. If you're not really a card maker and you don't want to collect a whole bunch of stuff, Paper Pumpkin is a great way to do that because they give you everything you need in your box. You can use it all up for your cards. And with the exception of your stamp and your ink, you're done. You don't have to collect a whole bunch of stuff. So, I'm going to try and keep an eye on time. We're at 7 minutes. We're good. I'm only going to make one of each of the designs. But they give us the envelopes. And as you can see, if I can get these turned over, the envelopes are lined. So those make your envelope extra pretty. Then here are our card bases. And we have, I can separate them. We have a set with the keyhole. We have this set with the foiled crosshatch. I knew I could think of that word if I thought a minute. And then we have a set of the peach with the crosshatch. And I'm going to say these are fresh freesia and pale papaya are going to be my choices. Then we have the stickers in these. Mango Melody maybe. Cajun Craze, and then the gold and the Highland Heather would be my guess. And we're going to see how close I am here in just a minute. More of our stickers and our labels and glue dots. And if you flip it over, this little piece will tell you everything you need to do to put this together. And on the back, it'll also tell you coordinates with Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. Okay, so we're going to start with, and sometimes the instructions drive me crazy. I'm sometimes better off just doing my own thing. When you order Paper Pumpkin for the first time, you will get a stamp block, and all of your stamps from there on out will fit on your stamp block. And this one says we're going to use the hearts. So we're going to put our hearts on our block. And it says we're going to use the Fresh Freesia ink. And we're going to use one of these lavender or Highland Heather Fresh Freesia. One of these. Okay. Now here's a tip. Whenever you're stamping with the photopolymer, it's good to have something underneath that's got a little bit of cushion to it. I don't have a mouse pad here handy, but that would be perfect. I'm looking to see what I might have handy, and it looks like my closest thing is going to be actually using my catalog, because you want something that has a little bit of give to it. Okay, and so we've got this here. And it says we're going to stamp them in the bottom corner and the top right. So here we go. And sometimes you might want to do a sample stamp off somewhere because you need to give those stamps a first inking and need to break them in a little bit. And then come back, give that a stamp, and we're going to go down here in this corner and stamp them again and go up in this corner like that. Okay. Now, oh, I see what we did. Okay, we also need to stamp one of these with the To My Valentine, and I'm going to stick my other one off there. Whoops, I got them all to go. To My Valentine. Put it on the block. And stamp it in the middle of this flag, just like that. Okay, now we're done with the stamp. We can set it off the side, set that off to the side. Okay, now this requires 2 little dots on the back side, and I was looking, thought I had a pokey tool there. I'll have to use my Tim Holtz. It's the only one I have handy. You could use our take your pick tool, which I don't have over here on my work table right now. But it says to stick 2 of these in the center. Because see, it tells you exactly where you're going to put everything. Okay? So we have that. And then we need to flip this one over. And it says to put a glue dot in each corner. And in a minute, I'll show you how you can tell whether they want you to use a glue dot or the dimensional. I'll show you that one in a minute when we get to one of those. Okay, so we have a glue dot in each corner. Okay, now it says we need 15 inches of our twine. This is our Calypso Coral. Now, how to figure, it even tells you right here, it gives you the ruler on the edge of your directional sheet. And it says we need 15 inches. So we'll go right there. Snip that off. And it says we're making a double loop. So we've got, I'm never any good at these things. I'm never any good at these things. Basically, we're making 2 loops. So it looks like that, and we've got a tail going off either direction. And we're going to secure that with a glue dot. Try and find a center portion here. And I'm going to stick that glue dot right down there, and that will help hold that together. Okay, number 3, we need each one of the locks. So we need 1 of each. Okay, now, here's where you can tell whether you need glue dots or they want you to use the dimensionals. And if you look, see if I can stand up and see this here. See here, they're little dots. But when you get down to the dimensionals, they're clear and they've got a shape to them. They've got that octagonal shape to them. And we're putting 2 on the back of each one of these. So we'll flip these over and find where I put the glue dots, or the dimensionals. There they are. And it says to put 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. Okay. Then we take one of these card bases and fold it and give it a crease. And then we use our purple piece. Where did our purple piece go? There it is. Pick our papers off of our dots. And I'm trying to hurry because I want to get all of these in. I hate to think about doing 2 videos for this. And then we're going to put this in the center, just like this. And then we're coming back with put one of these here, put one of these over on the other side, and I think I need to move this guy in just a little bit. And see, I didn't press him down really tight, so I had a chance to move him if I needed to. And then our heart goes in the center, just like that. Okay, now, it says we need a piece of the vellum, and that would be one of these vellum banners. And we need to put a couple of, you know what? I boo-booed. We need to put the dimensionals on our sentiment and put the vellum dot, put the glue dots on the back of the vellum. So that goes right there. And we'll kind of squish it up underneath here just a little bit. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to put a second glue dot on that bow, if you can call it a bow, just like that, because it'll help hold that in place. And I really don't see the point in that. It really doesn't make sense, but you know, when I used to do these as a demonstrator, I would do one day where I would do, this is what the directions say, and then I would come back and say, now this is what I want to do with them. And there are a lot of demos that do that. If you want to see alternatives to this kit, just go in and search Paper Pumpkin Alternatives, and you'll get some really cool ideas. And let's get that off of there. And there is our first card. Just like that. Now, let's see how fast we can get to 2 and 3, because we're running out of time here. Okay, this one says we want to use one of our Fresh Freesia card bases. And we want to use one of the vellum circles here. And it looks as if, and this is where sometimes it's hard to tell, so I cheat, I go look on the back, because sometimes a picture's worth 1,000 words. So yep, we're putting this on the front of here, okay, and that means we have to use a couple of dimensionals. So let's see, where's my, or a couple of glue dots, just to put it in place. And why they want them off to a side? Because you don't want them to show, okay? Now, before we put that on there, we need to stamp that. Has a stamp and the hearts directly on here. So, let's see what happens. Uh-oh. I have hearts here somewhere. I stuck them somewhere. There they are. Okay. And our Fresh Freesia ink. Who stole it? There it is. And it shows us that we're putting them in opposite corners of the card. So we're going to go up here. They don't show a whole lot. Okay, and then what did I do with our vellum circle? Here it is. And then we're placing our vellum circle over top. And where our, see, our keys are going to go over here in this corner. So let's put those right there. And then we need one of those and one of those. Pop our centers out of our handles. And both of these get dimensionals. So we'll come back in with our dimensionals. They go together pretty quick, and sometimes you don't even need to look at the directionals, just look at the picture as we did earlier. And let's see. I want this one down first, so we'll put this one down first. And you want it off to the side, and that's why we put the glue dots off to the side, so you didn't see those. And then that's going to go right there. Okay. And then we need another one of these little banner thingies, but they want us to use this one this time. Use the one that's angled. And we're going to stamp Love is the Key. I'm trying not to lose track of my stamps here, and it's really difficult. Love is the Key. Where is that one? Let's see, let's put that one over here out of our way. Love is the Key. So we'll put it on our block. Ink it up. And stamp. Make sure we got the stamp right side up. Sometimes that's the tricky part. And they want dimensionals on that. So we can do that and that. And this is going to go right down here. And then they want us to take 6 inches of that twine and we're going to put it on one of the keys. As soon as I find one of the keys. I think it odd that they've got 2 padlocks on here, but only 1 key. The reason they did this theme was to mimic the love locks on the bridge railing in France, in Paris, which I thought was kind of cool. I wonder if Maddie and Madison got to see that when they went to Paris. They spent a few days there. And poor Bernie, he came back sick. He's been sick pretty much since they got back from the UK. But antibiotics are getting him up and moving. He'll be fine. Okay, so we have that. And they wanted us to put this on here with our glue dot again. I will say I'm being really good about trying not to spend a whole lot. I've been focusing on what I need to fill in gaps for what I'm putting in the shop. And that is it. Now before we put that bow in place, we need to come back and put a couple of these glue dots on our key. Okay. And our key, as you can see, comes down at an angle between them, like that, and then our bow goes right in there like that. And there's our second card. How are we doing on time? We've only got one left, and I think this one's going to go together really quick. Let's see. It says we need a key, so that will take care of that. It says we need one of these, so this will take care of that. And then we need one of the backgrounds that has the big key thing. Oh, we want one of these too. We want one of these. Okay, and then we need one of these card bases. And I'm not sure how they did that, but we're going to find, aha! I told you we'd find out. There is that. And I'm going to slide this up where you can see. We are stamping "You Hold the Key to My Heart" on this one. if I can do this in 5 minutes. You hold the key to my heart. I like that. I really like this opening on here. Okay, so there's that. And then it says we put 2 dimensionals on this one. There. And there. And the vellum. The vellum piece right here. And it gets a couple of glue dots. And the reason you use glue dots whenever you're using vellum is because it doesn't show through the vellum. It kind of blends into your background. Okay. So we have this. And we have our vellum spot that will come down here, just like that. Then we have this one with our sentiment. Sometimes it's a matter of just getting into a groove. Okay, and then we need our key. And it says we need 6 inches of that twine again. Which I'm going to do the twine a little different this time. Because personally, I think the 6 inches is just a little too much. So I'm going to make it just like this. Okay, and I think if I can get that to tighten, then I can draw this down and I can snip this off. Trying to get the tails to come down right. And let's get a glue dot on there. And we need a couple of glue dots on our key. And as I finish it up, I'm going to remind you to please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell because you're not going to want to miss what's coming up. And as always, put that in the center. Pull the paper off that glue dot. And there we go. There are our 3 cards. Creative blessings.